Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Turn Order Warped, episode number 4, part 2. Part 2.
Great French.
Why would you let Lunk do the announcements? Part 2.
Yes, and Brad Wodo, you son of a bitch. You. There you go, buddy. There's the system for you. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so Lunk starts...
I would like to react.
Lunk starts to drive into the fissure. What would you like to do, Mr. Hawk?
As I can feel is tipping, I want to swing my weight as fast and as I can the other way to try and get his level again so she can turn.
Okay, so you try and lean towards the right. Basically, you try and hang as far as you can.
I'm doing it as well. I'm just like, oh.
The rover's starting to do this. Basically, you're driving on 2 wheels, and Hawk is in the back, and he just kind of starts to lean back.
It's like yachting.
Yeah. and you start to lean, but Lunk, you're in a shitty spot, right? You're already squished into the front seat like this, so you're trying to lean to the right, and it's just you can't really.
In my head.
You can't really get the leverage that Hawk.
Struggling.
Luckily, Hawk weighs a shit ton.
I'll unclip myself and then swing round to the side and grab the roll cage at the front, so I'm right on the right side of it this time, and then lean back.
Okay, let's see what you got here for your skills to help you with this. It's going to be agility plus... Do you have reactions? No, it's just a straight up agility roll.
Okie dokie.
Please don't fall into a chasm, thank you.
I'm on the other side of the chasm, so anything, I'll fall off and you'll fall into the chasm.
Lunk is okay with that.
Ooh, man,
13. Okay, so Hawk, you're hanging as far off the thing as you can, but the rover still starts to list into the chasm, and Lunk's still got the throttle down, so this thing's still going. What are you doing, Lunk?
If it's how big is the chasm?
Quick,
how wide
make a
is it?
decision. What are you doing?
Ramp it! Ah!
You gun it. You put the throttle down. You put the throttle down. All right. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do then.
I think if it's only just started opening, then I might have a chance to get across before it gets too wide.
Sure. Okay. Lunk.
Also, Lunk's just
Lunk, give me agility plus your driving, please.
Dear God. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3d6.
You have any luck? Might be the
Yeah.
time.
I think I had a couple. Have I used any luck?
Huh?
I think I
You
have.
should be tracking it.
You should be tracking it.
I should be tracking it, but I don't know what my notepad is right now.
Seems like then that you probably don't have any.
Yeah, I don't think you've used it.
Okay.
No,
let's
you
use it.
definitely have used it. I just don't know how much.
Yeah, I think I only used one. Pretty sure I only used one. I'm gonna okay, so that'll be 4d6 then.
Something
Right.
that you should definitely make a note of.
No, I made a note of it. I just my notepad is.
You have a character sheet. Just put it in there.
That's too much like being organized, man. Oh.
Okay, so you hit the accelerator, but the gravity's pushing down pretty hard. It doesn't seem like you get the boost that you need, and the rover starts to go over into the fissure.
Do I
Right.
see this at all?
I'm sure you're probably looking in your rear camera right now as you saw this fissure happening, and you already indicated the Lunk to get to get the turn going. Yeah, you could definitely see this. You think though that for all intents and purposes, this thing is handling like a semi truck.
So I'm going to let go with one hand, so the hand at the front that's heading in, and I'm going to grab my axe and try and stick it in the ice, and then hold on to the buggy with the other hand. I'm
What are
trying
the
to
chances of your arm falling off?
descend into it.
Okay, so you're going to try and jam your hand into the ground.
I'm using my axe.
Okay, your axe.
Swing it off
Okay.
my- yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be probably an agility plus your axe.
Okay, that's 46.
Okay.
17.
Your axe cracks into the ice as it resounds with like a huge thud, and huge chunk of ice goes flying off as you hear like you're sort of like skidding with the axe as Lunk is hitting the accelerator. Lunk, you feel this like violent like slam into the front of the rover as like you basically like slammed on the brakes, but the tires are still like.
I'll probably like if I realize, I'm just like, what's happening?
And the back wheel is just spinning like ice and snow, like all into your face,
Like,
basically.
Can I see
Hawk.
what's going on over my shoulder if I look back?
Oh yeah, sure.
In that case, I'm gonna be like, and take my foot off the accelerator.
Sure.
And go in and slam it into reverse.
The rover is like half off into the ravine right now, and
if I see that Hawk's trying to sort of pull us back, I'll just be like, okay then.
and you try and like reverse it. The back wheels are starting to lift up off of the ground.
I'm gonna be
I don't think that's helping.
I don't know.
The funny part is though, you're saying that like real quiet, but you've got your speaker like gain turned up all the way, so it's like really subtle, but it's like super blasting. Like I don't think that's helping.
It goes off the inside of the crevice.
Helping.
Okay, so Hawk, you have your axe planted into the ground, and it's sort of skidding like as you're sliding along the ground. The rover is starting to fall into the ravine. What do you do?
I'm gonna just hold out, and then say,
Lunk, get out now.
Okay. I'm gonna bail the fuck out, like jump out the car, and then try and grab it and pull it back as well.
Okay, so you're gonna get out and try and help pull this. Now, the gravity is extreme right now. It's definitely past the 1.65 that you guys have experienced so far.
I've got 10 strength, bitch.
So you and Hawk, I would like you guys to first roll me strength checks, and if you have, I don't know what else it would be. Maybe athletics.
Carry?
Yeah, we'll allow that.
Well, I actually, that's a sucker measure.
Yeah, your max is going to be 5 anyway. So yeah, you can roll 5. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Alright, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
666, boy! Crit! I got a crit!
So nice. The first crit of the game.
So basically, me and Hawk just Hulk the fuck out,
Yeah,
right?
you guys just like grab on, and you. This is hard. Okay, like you guys are using every ounce of your strength. The gravity has increased the weight on this fucking rover by God knows how much. It weighs probably a literal ton. Hawk is starting to like. Just you can hear like the metal straining of like the roll cage, like. It probably bends a bit, like as you're pulling. And Hawk, you just sort of grab the front and just kind of like you're pulling it back down to the ground, like just like straight down. And Hawk is sort of like pulling it back onto the stable surface of the ground. And I'd like both of you to roll an endurance check for me.
Good to go, but
Can I add my hardy to that?
Yes. Woo!
Almost another crit. That's close.
That was almost a double crit, and it's so hard to crit in this game.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lunk, you can definitely feel this is hurting you. Like it's legit like hurting you. Like you feel like you can feel like your muscles straining like to their max, and you're like pulling this fucking thing down, and Hawk is just sort of like pulling the back end, so like half of the rover's off the cliff, and you know that one side was up in the air, and you're just like gradually like bringing it back down to the surface, and H.A.W.K is sort of like pulling it in. You get the first two tires back on the ground, the back tires, and you're sort of starting to get the right front tire back down on the ground. I'd like both of you to make one more strength check for me, please.
As I see them like actually struggling to pull this rover up, I go over the comms. I have this sudden realization in my mind. Lunk, pull the rover. Keep, like, my fish sandwiches are in the glove box.
Okay!
You can do it.
Am I rolling the 5 again for this carry as well?
Yeah.
That's a good.
Okay.
Look, tired!
Yeah. You guys are using every ounce of your strength, and you can't quite get the rover, the last tire back onto the ice. I'd like both of you to make another endurance check for me, please.
I'm getting tired.
My comms and
Felix, help.
What can I do? I can barely lift my own gun. I'm on the other side of the ravine anyway.
is he on the other side? Or
Yeah.
no, you turned to the right. Oh, I thought.
No,
you
I kept on going. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to like swing a semi truck basically. It's like
All right. Okay. Then I reply.
Moral support.
No, there's nothing worth anything. Just leave it. Let it go. Save yourselves.
Wait,
But the
I am
gun,
a robot.
wanted
I
to
do not have
drive.
morals.
okay. So you guys are straining super hard. Lunk, you are now going to add a status to yourself.
Fuck.
Let's pull this up. Because you have taken an injury.
Crap.
You are going to take the. It's gonna be probably pain. Oh no, tiredness. So now you have gone to the wary part of tired. So that's a mild injury that you have right
Put
now.
this in status track, yeah?
Yep. I added
Tired.
2 status tracks for you guys now, so you can type in which injury you have, and then the little pull down menu or select how severe is the
Okay. How
severe
was
the
it?
injury is.
Mild, I think you said.
Mild.
Mildly tired. Lung need a nap!
Yeah. Eventually, you get the rover back onto the ice, and you get it away from the ravine. But yeah, Lunk, you were thrashed after that. And H.A.W.K, you're probably like steaming. You probably like see steam from like your servos like coming up.
Clanky! The smoke coming from you. Okay, get in the car. We go again. Without falling in a hole. Promise.
Is there a big like mechanical hand squeeze on the back of the roll cage?
Yeah, there's straight up like finger indentations into the roll
It's
cage.
ergonomics now. The hand grip is
And the roll
ergonomic.
cage is definitely bent, right? Like it was, the normal is like 40.
Lunk's like,
It's normally like a 45-degree angle in the back, but you sort of like twisted it. Yeah, okay. So you get back into the rover and start heading off. Meanwhile, while that's going on, the airlock pops open. The inner airlock pops open, and you see this like really disheveled EVA suit that has a very disheveled person inside of it. Very crusty looking, covered in God knows what. This human male walks into the ship, Arthur, in front of you.
Hello.
He like looks around, and he says, "You hear his speaker click on." Just you then?
Just me what then?
Is it just you on the ship?
And I just like look around and I look at these panels. Like there's some off the wall and there's like a tiny little like that tiniest gap that a tribble could fit in. What do you think? No, you're not going to hurt my ship, are you?
It's not your ship anymore. It's Blooded Nine property.
The what?
The Blooded Nine, you little twit.
Who the bloody hell is the bloody 9?
You never heard of the Blooded Nine?
What do you think?
Warlords. We own this space.
But this is a planet.
And planets are in space, little one.
I didn't think about that.
Doesn't matter. And he like keys on the airlock, gets it set up for the next person.
It's gonna get a bit close in here.
Yeah, and he says he starts to like walk over towards the panels. He's got his like gun pointed at you, and he says, "Sit down."
I'll sit down.
If
In
they
the
have
captain's
to come in
chair.
one at a time.
Is it like that bit for the Princess Bride where he's just like, take a
Yeah,
seat?
but I gave you comms instead of jury rigging the thing.
So,
Are you any of you fine gentlemen any good at fixing ships?
he says, "Course, we got ourselves an engineer here."
Right? Because I don't see any engineers out there. Do I see any I've forgotten what my
Do you
race
see like a
is.
wrench symbol above their heads? No, you don't see a wrench symbol above their heads.
No, I've forgotten what my race is. What is my
You're
race?
a Borian.
Borian. Do I see any Borians?
No, there's no Borians out there.
I don't see any engineers out there.
How do you see an... Just shut up and sit down.
Okay, so is there a seat?
Yeah, there's chairs inside the shuttle, yes.
Let me finish. Is there a seat by the panel where Glix went in?
Sure.
I'll sit by there.
Okay.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
So this guy starts to like fiddle around with the panels. He's like checking, like, he's like, "You fucked this ship up real good. Damn it."
Technically, I've been trying to fix it.
No, we'll fix her up. We'll get her sold real good.
Well, I should probably warn you that the quantum subspace invariance is actually inverted.
He's like, but your reciprocating EM array is just fine.
Right? But all that does is make it smell of vanilla.
How the hell did you rig this damn thing? And
Well, I was trying to optimize the accelerated wavefront array.
you hear like the outside airlock door open, like you hear that pressure sound go off again, and you hear somebody else clonking around back there.
Arthur, can you hear me? They're coming in one at a time. Why don't you just... Let's try and take this guy out.
So, make a... Oh, God. Whisper talking
I
roll?
like bang on the thing. Oh, she's... Oh!
So, do you have a
Some
stealth...
spanner.
Do you have a stealth skill, Glix?
Yeah, it's called whispering.
Yeah, but we need to
let's
see
see.
how subtle you are.
How subtle am I? No, I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
Although I was.
So whispering, we're gonna have to say, I don't know if it's gonna be, the default for stealth is agility, but we're gonna say, I guess, intuition here. I think that's
Okay.
the closest thing we can have you roll. Or no, we'll have you roll charisma.
Okay.
I guess
roll-
that'll be closest to talking.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go charisma. So that would be 3. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Arthur just kind of like taps on the panel as you're talking a little bit. And you hear like this loud like clang, 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 like right as you're talking.
I really don't want to hit them. Clicks.
So you just kind of whisper that out of the side of your mouth, and this guy's like checking all these different systems and whatnot, and he says, "Shit, your nucleonic frequency coupling is fucked."
That's a little rude.
Well, I'm not the one that crashed this damn ship. What fool crashed this thing? It's practically brand new.
Oh, well, my pilot is outside somewhere.
He turns around and looks towards you. Pilot?
Pilot?
You mean
ones
it
that
wasn't
fly
you?
things?
You got other friends here?
Right.
Reinforcements.
Well, I've got a
He,
pilot.
like-
He's
He's still pointing the comms at you, and he like, Lester, we got a problem. There are more of these fuckos here. Shh.
How many friends have you got?
And so he says, Chopper, did I hear right? We got more peeps here? Yeah. How many? And you can see this guy start like eyeballs you, and he's like, how many?
A pilot. I've got a pilot.
He points the gun closer at you, and he looks at you. Do you have anything like deception or bluffing? No, you don't. Give me a charisma
Mental
roll.
defense.
Charisma roll, please.
Ooh. I'm guessing I need crits here or nothing. That's not crits. And also a lunk.
So he says, "How many?" And he gets like the weapon like really close to you, like it's almost like right in front of the visor on your.
There's another three
EVA.
outside. Please don't kill me.
Lester, we got 3 more fuckos here. Shit. He says, "Find out where they are, Chopper." And he like taps his gun against the front of your visor, and he says, "Where are they?"
They went south to go get the rover.
The rover? What kind of rover is it?
It's a P4778. I actually modified it myself. Each heater actually uses an induction array to heat the seat.
He kicks you in the stomach while you're rambling.
Ow!
Pirates don't care about seat heaters. You learned that the hard way.
He says, "What are they doing with the fucking rover here? Are they after the cargo?"
Well, we were coming down to put beacons, right?
To put the beacons down to get the cargo.
To get the cargo.
Yeah.
Yes, the cargo.
And he says, "Yeah, Lester, they're probably after the cargo. You should probably get the shuttle to check on the others." So he says, "Shit." And
Have you got a working shuttle?
And he says, "How the hell do you think we got down here, stupid?"
I don't know. Maybe you've got a house. Could you give me a lift to the nearest bar?
He's just sort of looking at you.
Like, they sell alcohol there. And sometimes really good pub grub.
The only thing you're going to be doing is hard labor. We got ourselves a slave with you. Borian's mine real good.
I don't mind very well at all, actually.
Oh, I think you'll find with the proper motivation that you'll do just fine.
I think you'll find that I won't actually do just fine.
And
That's really disconcerting the way you're laughing like
you can
that.
hear the inside lock just like, and the door on the inside airlock opens up. see another person walk in. This time it is a Spartan, a very angry-looking Spartan. You can see that he's got like a sort of like a brownish yellow color to his skin. Looks like almost like a hard carapace, and he's got like these like not ridges, but they're sort of like small horns, like just like littered up the side of his the top side of his skull. And he's got like this fucking wicked looking machete type weapon. He's got like slung across his back. It's like huge. It'd be like a Final Fantasy type weapon on his back.
Right. I don't think that I'm going to backchat anymore.
And,
How did you manage to jam our communications?
And he says, "That's none of your damn business." He says, "We got a jammer." And he says,
But what flavor?
Kaklani. He says, "Keep an eye on this one. I gotta check these systems before we
Spartan when he says
before we let Los in here." And you can see like the Spartan isn't like super tall, but maybe like 6'3" maybe something around that. He's not like Lunk or Arthur size or H.A.W.K size, but he's pretty big. He's a pretty big dude. Oh, good, Peachy dropped.
Chain.
Hello?
Yeah, you dropped your video and fucked up all the cams.
Sorry.
Damn it, PG, you had one job.
Okay, so here's the way we got to do this.
Everyone out, everyone.
Fuzzy, leave, and then come back. Just turn off your
Just
video.
stop video,
Turn off
yeah.
your just turn off your video. Okay, now Tuesday, turn off your video and then turn it back on. And oh wait, did I do that wrong? No, actually, I think Bobby's got to go first. Bobby, can you drop yours and then come back, please? Okay, now Fuzzy, drop it and come back, please. Tuesday, drop it and come back, please.
It's happening so magic.
Zygoticus, no, so sorry, Peachy and then Zygoticus.
You want me to drop?
Yeah.
Yes, get out, Peachy, and don't come back.
It's not working. Zygoticus, try.
God damn it, camera.
There have been complaints about my lack of facial hair. Wait, no.
Nope. Nope, that did not fix anything. Okay, I gotta redo this now. Yay.
Sorry.
No, it happens. If Zoom was awesome and allowed me to fix it like individually and everybody popped out, that'd be great, but it doesn't. Okay, so while I adjust this, so yeah, they just start to pile in into the ship.
I was actually wondering if, because I was talking about the jammer, if Glix felt like that might ignite a thought in her.
So I am kind of crammed in here, but I do have access to the communications, and I've tried whispering to Arthur. He's not terribly subtle. I'm behind a panel, so I start tinkering with the access that I have to the comms, trying to jam their ability to communicate with each other. So that the folks in the shuttle are having trouble, hopefully, communicating with those outside.
Okay. It's going to be really hard, but you can make an intuition roll plus your computers or electronics.
Okay. Checking to see if one or the other of those is higher. Computers, one. Okay.
Okay, what'd you get? 8. Yeah, you start to like, and like this spark like shoots out like, and almost like hits you in the eye, and it makes like an audible pop. it does not go well. It's for sure not working.
Arthur, I tried to mess with the communications. I can't. It backfired.
I really wish I could speak to my teammates right now and get them to come here all peaceful like. I say to the room.
So, I'm going to continue monkeying with this. Instead of trying to jam, I'm actually going to try and see if I can send some kind of signal to our away team to get them to speed the F up. Get back here.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
So, you're being jammed.
We still being jammed.
Yeah, you're still being jammed. So you, as soon as you try to like,
How is their jamming not affecting their own comms?
almost like they have some kind of channel set up.
How do I know what channel we're on? Huh?
They can set their own channels up.
I mean, it's
way.
us. It's probably channel 1, and the password is 1 2 people.
Okay.
Password? No. The password is password.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Lunk. You're like miles away right now. What was that? Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so, yeah, you try to like flip the comms over, and immediately you start to get that like whine, like that, like, and I assume you flip it off immediately.
I'm like banging like on the side of the ship. This old girl's pretty wrecked.
And let's see, roll me an intuition check, Glix. Intuition plus your computers. Let's see if you're able to stifle this before it becomes a loud problem. $13. Okay. So you there's just like a quick like squelch, and like Arthur just kind of bangs on the panel real loudly, really quickly, and you could see like the Spartan is sort of like eyeballing you, and he's like looking around a little bit, and checking on things. Arthur,
This was actually quite a nice ship before we landed.
and this Spartan just sort of like bends down, and he gets like really in your face, and he gets like real close, and you can see like his eyes are sort of like a little bit bloodshot, and he's got the crazy eyes, and he just shut up.
All right, I just talk when I get a bit nervous. I've always had it. Ever since I was young. Actually, I'm still quite young.
You don't talk too much. If I take off your suit and throw you outside.
And meanwhile, while this is going on, Felix, H.A.W.K, and Lunk, you guys have been able to get the rover back down onto the ground. And you start continuing on your way. I'd like you to give me another driving check, please, Lunk. Driving plus your agility, and a piloting check for you, Felix, with your agility.
Okay. Sure.
See how quickly you get underway here.
Lunk drive.
Okay. You guys start to take off. Obviously, it's not that hard for you to get going again, Felix. But for Lunk and Arthur, or for Lunk and H.A.W.K, it's a bit harder. You guys take a little while to get the.
Lunk's not very good at 3-point turns. It's more like a 7-point turn.
To bend the front of the roll cage up a bit more so you can actually fit in. Since,
Yeah, because Lunk's driving like this right now.
Yeah, your muscles are like super sore from pulling this thing, and you guys are underway, and you start driving. The terrain seems much less horrible than the obvious ravine that's just opened. It's mostly like a flat drive, out to the towards the where you think the ship is. Arthur, you and Glix are inside the cabin while these guys start to take over the ship. They start piling in one after another. About 10 minutes passes before they all make their way into the ship. The other 3 guys have basically filled up the cabin at this point. It's a tight squeeze. Arthur, they've taken you and just kind of thrown you into a corner, and you can see like their engineers started to like take over and started to assess the damage on the ship. This it looks like it's another human, and he's a bit on the shorter side, and they're calling him by the name Los. He's it looks like he's gotten into what looks to be the command and control part of the computer. He's trying to get that sorted out, which would indicate to you that he's probably trying to get this ship moving soon. And he's run through the different systems, checking things off. He said that your sensors are sort of working, your communications are mostly working. You're probably at about 65% or so on your communications and your sensors. The hull has been patched. It's still got some trouble, but he's said that he thinks he can get it off into the air, and able to take the ship off. The command and control computer, he's spending some time on that, and he mentions to his other buddies,
We got ourselves quite a little bit of a problem here. The command and control computer, it's not doing too well. He says, looks like the Veterion alternating inversion is kind of a bit screwed up. He says, I don't know if we're going to be getting the rapid artificial variants booted up anytime soon.
So what he's saying is that 100%, as an engineer, do I know that like that's actually true?
oh yeah.
Where did you go to school?
He sort of like looks at you and says,
School? I didn't go to school. He says, the only place I went to school was in the back of a starship.
Right, well, I mean, if you did go to school, maybe if you compressed the linear Bayron invariants, you'd have a bit more luck. Right, by the way, that is bullshit. That will fuck him up.
so roll me a charisma check.
Can I add my engineering to it?
No, because you're trying to deceive him.
Yeah, but I'm trying to technobabble him because he's not gone to school. He might not know everything, right?
Sure. Give me an engineering plus your charisma. Plus your charisma.
Yes.
Good luck. Oh, shit,
Okay. So Peachy actually did not roll like shit. so he sort of says,
I never thought of that. Are you sure that's going to work?
Well, it's worth a try, innit?
Worth a try. Worth a try might blow up the ship.
I learned that the hard way. But, I mean, we ain't moving right now. It's going to take you hours unless you actually sort that out.
He could be right. What do you think, Lester?
What I think is you better get this fucking ship off the ground a lot sooner than a few hours. You gotta do what this idiot down here says. You do it. I don't care. We gotta get it moving before their friends come back. Because the last thing I want to do is get into a fight and rupture this suit.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
and you can see him like bend down below the panels. And he says,
where was that again on this ship?
So does the guy allow me to get a bit closer so I can point?
Yeah, like the Spartan is just kind of like eyeballing you, and you hear like various growls. And he doesn't have his speaker on; he just growls that fucking loud.
You can hear him vibrating through
Yeah.
the suit.
Yeah.
It's there.
So he bends down like and starts to like unscrew the panels on the right side of the ship, and he starts to he says, here we go, and he starts to like hook up like various control circuits and chips, and like he's pulling, he does the Star Trek thing where they pull out the fucking ISO chips and they're like they just like rearrange them. Oh, and our plasma drive is fixed.
So I'm gonna like turn off the audio to my suit and close my eyes because there's gonna be an explosion or some shit.
Okay.
Something bad is gonna happen, and I don't want to experience it firsthand.
Okay, so like a few like little beeps and stuff go off on the panel. Like little like warning lights and stuff like beep, 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 beep. He says, "Is it supposed to make that noise?" And
just like
opposite brace position.
and so he's like plugs in this chip, and then like he attaches like this lasso. I just gotta bypass this one circuit right here. There we go. And you hear like beep 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 beep, and then like all this like coolant starts to shoot out like. What the fuck? And like the cabin just starts to fill up with like the coolant smoke. Lester like turns around. What the fuck did you do?
what the bloody hell are you doing? You should have gone to school.
And like you can hear like the engine you can hear like the engine start to like the ship is about to take off. Why is the ship taking off? I just turned the command control computer on. We had to bypass the circuit. It's only gonna be on for a minute. And he's like the coolant's like spraying out across the whole like cabin. And Glix, like you're like in this paneling and the coolant's like starting to like leak inside. And you see like you only see like a few like beams of light coming through the paneling, right? And a few like little like illuminated like circuits and stuff inside the paneling, just giving you like the barest hint of light, but you can see like the different like vapors like coming into the compartment with you.
So I'm sitting in here with my suit on thinking, okay, I probably don't have much more time in here. I'm gonna have to bust out at some point. Boy, I would love to puncture those suits of theirs. They were looking a little old and disheveled.
So I'm just like, we should probably leave.
What the fuck are you doing, Los? You better get that shit under control. We can't have the coolant leaking in here.
And Los is like, I'm trying.
I don't know, maybe it's the photonic flux emission.
Photonic flux emission. Give me another engineering plus charisma check.
I can't fight, but I can talk shit. Oh.
Okay. So he says, I'll give it a try. And he pops off the next paneling like really rough. And he starts to like pull out several wires. He's like he's pulling out the wires, and he's done the thing like like if you have like a side panel fan on your computer and you've got like the wire just like fucking dangling out. He's got like one of those situations, so he's like looped the wires around the panel and the bulkhead, and he's just like fucking plugging them into the next thing, and like more warning lights start to go off inside the ship.
Where the fuck did you find this chuckle fuck?
And he's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm doing exactly as he's saying. And Lester just like turns to you. What the fuck are you doing?
You ain't even been to school. What's that? Why is he using the phasing phonic screwdriver on that?
And so like
He's gonna kill us all. We need to get out of here.
The Spartan kicks you again in the stomach. And he like crumple to the ground. And he starts to like lift you up off the ground. And he's just
Do you want me to kill him? And he says, if he says another fucking word, Los, you fix this shit real quick. We gotta get out of here. As he's saying this, the lunkheads, you guys can start to see in the distance.
The fucking lunkheads. Oh my god.
You guys can see in the distance this like plume of like stuff coming up over like a ridge. Give me a perception roll, Felix. You're in the front.
Yep. 16.
Okay. So yeah, you can tell that that's probably coming from the direction of your ship.
I focus in a little more. Can I discern anything? Can I see like our ship yet? Can I see like anything going on?
No, it's probably like over a ridge or something. But you just see like this white smoke like coming up from the ship.
And I flip on the comms. Lunk, do you see that smoke?
Do I see the smoke?
Give me a perception check. It's not going to be that hard. Nope.
No.
No? Well, I see it. It's there. Something's going on. It looks like it's back by our ship. Just prepare to hit things and tell H.A.W.K to grab his axe.
Smash. Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but it just something's happening.
Squishy and pokey.
And I guess we just keep approaching.
Okay.
The ship, or where the smoke's coming from.
So you guys keep going, and eventually make it to the ridge. You guys can see where the ship is crashed into the snow, and you can see like the smoke is quite obviously coming from the ship, like various like pieces of it sort of like shooting off a smoke, and you can see like the light. You know, you've probably got like signal lights on the ship, just like big vehicles have them here, or like radio towers. Like you probably have like blinking ship lights that you can see as well. It's quite clearly coming from the ship.
Okay. I guess just before we get close enough to it, I'm gonna pull the hauler, try to like kind of like behind something, and just kind of keep it out of sight.
I'm gonna sort of shout back to H.A.W.K and be like, H.A.W.K, get ready with the big gun, because there's smoke and things and bad things might be happening.
I'll give the gun a once over. Just make sure everything's okay.
I radio again as I'm parking the hauler.
The gun looks okay. I mean, it's basically a rifle that's on there on the back of that thing. It's not
What, we haven't got an SMG or a minigun or something?
No, it's not. This isn't
Not even
like
a rail gun?
No.
I heard it was a real gun.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing too.
Come on, it's the future, man.
Yeah, but this is a shitty
Yeah,
rover.
the propellants are so lost.
Is it at least a
Millennia.
50 cal?
No.
Not even an anti
50 cal?
rifle. Come
Is it like a
on.
little
It's a
handgun on a
6
stick?
millimeter.
It's a light rover, man. They don't have that kind of
Fucking
shit.
what,
on
like
the
fucking-
rover.
22 pistol.
It's
Yeah,
a 22
fucking
caliber
right.
rifle
It's a little handbag.
on a
gun.
broom handle.
It's
or
basically
something.
a laser rifle on the back of that thing.
Okay. Well, I got it. I got it here at least.
It's a paintball gun, right?
I probably
Yeah.
just.
Oh no, you're dead. Fall over. It's just paint. I don't care. Die. Right.
Again, it's just smoke, but we're not sure if it's something for sure. But just be careful.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So yeah, I parked the rover, I guess, or the hauler, just behind. I don't know. I'm sure there's an outcropping of something. Is there somewhere for me to put it out
Well,
of sight? potentially?
you're on a ridge. I mean, you can sort of like park it down the ridge a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I just kind of I park it, but like some relatively close, and then I just kind of trot over and hop onto the rover as well, and strap in the passenger.
I'm still driving.
Well, you've got us this far.
Well, you're the better driver, and I think you should drive.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get up again. You drive. And then with that, I literally just, my focus that whole time is looking at the glove box and I open the glove box and I just check and see, are my sandwiches still there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nobody touched your fish sandwich.
Okay, the second I see that the sandwich is there, I just quickly close the glove box again and just go back to playing.
I mean,
with
they're
my
frozen solid, but they're fine.
Yeah.
They're well refrigerated.
They'll keep. Yeah, I just punch it. Are we just driving toward the ting?
So you like launch over the ridge, like
Yeah.
Just yeah. Well, I was gonna say,
you get that ground level camera from the A-Team. You know, that's like, and
just the car comes off.
everything's in slow motion as you see like the snow trailing down from the tires, and like as the rover comes down, you see Lunk's face like.
All in slow motion. Felix is checking the glove box.
sandwich.
Hawks is there like.
No emotion.
Yes, it cuts to Hawk, and you can see like the little white lights for his eyes. He switches them off because he doesn't need them. It's just to make him look friendlier. Without them, he looks more intimidating. So he turns his little eye lights off. So it's just black.
Or do they just turn red?
Switch to kill mode.
Kill mode activated.
Okay. So
Switch from
Everyone
stun
can
to
do cool
kill.
robot voices.
I can't.
It's not that hard.
It just takes practice.
It just
I
takes
can't do it
practice.
because I get really high pitched when I try doing that.
And you need
I'm
to.
just-
Listen.
I'm a robot.
Yes.
How are you guys?
but that's your normal voice, Fuzzy. Okay. So so the rover is sailing like and it lands hard, you know, down on the other side of the ridge. And you guys are plowing down this hill leading towards the shuttle. Meanwhile, inside the compartment, coolant is like shooting out from everything. All these warning lights are like, blip, 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 whoop, 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 you know, like you hear the computer saying, "Coolant leak detected. Coolant leak detected. Coolant leak detected." It just keeps repeating it over. And Lester's like, "Shut that fucking computer up! What the hell's going on? God damn it, Los, you piece of shit!" And he says, "That's it. I've had it." And he says, he just starts like hitting things on the fucking panel. Lester's like pushing buttons. He's like, "We're gonna fucking go anyway. We don't need the goddamn control computer. I'm gonna fly this fucking thing." And he sits down in the pilot seat and he starts like turning on the different systems to get the ship underway.
Yeah. At this point, I push open my panel. I've given up hiding. I push open my panel and I'm ready to negotiate. Look, hey, you don't need us here. We're not of any help to you. Just let us go. Let us go.
So like the panel the panel pops off. Arthur is just like he's like being lifted up by this fucking Spartan in the middle in the air, and the Spartan's just like looks like he's about to rip Arthur's head off. And you pop out of this panel. The Spartan sees you like pop open the panel. He like tosses Arthur into the corner, and he reaches for his gun. And that's where we're gonna take our next break. We'll be back, everybody.
Surprise negotiations.
Back in 5 minutes.
Surprise Venetian.
Surprise negotiations.
Back in 5 minutes for more Turner Warped episode number 4. We'll be back for part 3. Stay tuned, everybody.